Our summer reading choice was Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. This project is by Tyler Wilhite, Anatosh Bajaj, John Jacob, and Zach Sanders. Charlie Gordon is a 32-year-old mentally retarded man who resides in New York. Algernon is a mouse that is a test subject just like Charlie. Charlie and Algernon become friends because they're in similar situations. Alice Kinnean is Charlie's teacher who encourages him to be part of the experiment. Charlie and Alice's relationship deepens throughout the novel. Faye is Charlie's free-spirited lover. Faye is also Charlie's neighbor. Professor Nemur is the senior-most on the experiment that Charlie and Algernon are involved in. Charlie feels as if he's not treated as a human during the experiment, but rather as a test subject. Charlie realizes that he's a pawn in Professor Nemur's rise to fame and glory. A pawn symbolizes Charlie's helplessness during the experiment. This realization by Charlie occurs throughout the book, but it sparks during a scientific presentation. The word human is defined as of or pertaining to the social aspect of people, or having the nature of people. No one in this room considered me an individual, a human being. Keyes 160. This quote portrays Charlie's feelings during the presentation from his point of view. The word human enhanced our discussion by leading to the conversations about whether such an experiment was ethical or not. This led to the primary theme that was produced during the group's discussion, which was, everyone should be treated as a human. The reader has sympathy for Charlie in a situation. Charlie had to deal with issues of being treated equally. Equality is a theme that resonated through all of us when we read the book. Many workers in the bakery, like Joe Karp, mistreated Charlie, and he didn't realize it at the time due to his mental disability. Before the operation, Charlie didn't understand what it meant to be equal, but later he realized that equality is important to him and everyone around him. This part of the story boosted our conversation by leaving us talking about equality. We realized as a whole that everyone should be treated as an equal because of Charlie and his experiences. There was a special bond between Charlie and Algernon because they were two test subjects in the experiment. The following quote represents this friendship. P.S. Please, if you get a chance, put some flowers on Algernon's grave in the backyard. Keyes 3:11. Even when Charlie is losing his mental disabilities again, he still remembers to remind someone to leave flowers for Algernon. Another takeaway theme from this text is to never give up. At the beginning of the book, Charlie attends Miss Kinnean's class for mentally retarded adults. Charlie knows it will be a long process, but he's determined to learn how to read and write well. When April's operation goes wrong, he starts to mentally decelerate. Charlie is still determined to learn to read. I'm taking a couple books along, and even if I can't read them, I'll practice hard, and maybe even then I'll be a little smarter than I was before the operation, without an operation. Keyes 3:10. The phrase, practice hard, signifies that Charlie is determined and wanting to learn more and more. This helped our discussion because we discussed how everyone has overcome roadblocks in their life. In Charlie's case, he has to overcome a vast obstacle daily. We realize that Charlie really serves as an inspiration to the reader. True intelligence cannot be created artificially. This is shown towards the end of the book when his intelligence starts to fade away. October 18th. I'm forgetting things I learned recently. It seems to be following a classic pattern. The last things learned are the first things forgotten. Keyes 296. The past can always haunt you. Charlie was constantly haunted by his past when he gained IQ, because he was able to remember his childhood. Growing up with disabilities, Charlie was branded as a disappointment and nuisance by his mother and sister. He had terrible memories when his mother treated him terribly for not being able to do what other kids were able to do. It was cruel and harsh. Charlie forgot about his mistreatment, and even he forgot about his family due to his disability. Another point is when Charlie was with Faye. His past self constantly haunted him when he attempted to have a relationship with Faye. Whenever he made love to Faye, Charlie said he could feel his past self watching him. The most vital things our group took away from the text were everyone should be treated equally and as human. Also, we came to the conclusion to never give up when life gets difficult. Charlie constantly serves as an inspiration to the reader throughout the novel. These themes can be incorporated in our everyday lives in the world we live in today.